Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 2 of season 2 of Arcane. Episode 1 kicked the ball off nice and strong, setting the stage right after the events of last season's finale, picking up where everybody left off, getting to see how everybody's kind of wrestling with the fallout of that attack and trying to figure out what to do next, as they didn't really even get a lot of time to think, as they were still deliberating on how to move forward, what the next strategy is going to be. Jinx made that call for them and attacked at their memorial for the fallen. And yeah, man, it's on. Caitlyn has assembled a strike team to go down and take out Jinx and any other members loyal to Silco in an attempt to at least cut the head off of this snake before things get even more out of control than they already are. So that said, let's see what happens next. If you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things that we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. So at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. That all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 2. Watch it all burn. Here we go.
Well, it's all going to shit.
That's one way to put it.
Wannabe street thugs squabbling over scraps, just like when Vander shoved off.
Oh, the power vacuum.
You aren't here to put it all back together, because someone put all those holes in you.
Wow, wait. She doesn't realize... Interesting.
Fix anything before it broke everything.
Hunter's such a tragic character, man.
Her and you, always bossing me around. Now it's so quiet. What am I supposed to do with that?
Everything's all on her now. No one whispering in her ear whatever decisions she makes are her own.
Have you had enough?
Oh, what have we here? Oh, the power vacuum growing. She's gone now too.
You're gone, sucker. Too bad if you thought I'd let you go.
Yeah, vying for the throne.
Get the fuck out of my head. So long, sucker.
I'm going to assume all of this takes place prior to what happened, what we saw in the last episode. Or maybe it wasn't Jinx that made that call. Maybe it was one of these new leaders. These guys are creepy. And they're numbered? What in Clockwork Orange is this shit, man? Oh! Well, don't have to worry about them anymore.
You feel it? That buzzing behind your eyes? Because you know in a moment they could all... Ooh. Best feeling in the world, kid.
Yep, that's me. You ever need to curse a sibling or a family or a society? My card.
Aw, what a reintroduction. Yeah, I feel like this episode is going to be... Oh.
All the way up here. What do you
Whoa.
know? Cleared the place out. Might have made our jobs a whole lot easier. No, we can't. It's factory smog trapped underground.
I think this episode is probably going to show us how she has taken control of the Undercity. in the world? What was that? It could have just been the aesthetic, but it did look like it had 3 eyes for a second.
Topside is the real enemy. Us killing each other is playing right into their hands. Our best shot is to put aside these petty squabbles and join forces.
Why is he so quiet?
She's right. We don't get topside off our backs, we don't last. But I got a different
Because he lost his men to
Give
something.
them Jinx. That's all they really want.
We don't hand over our people.
We? You don't do much of anything anymore, do you, Magpie? Bird without a wing's just a
Oof.
funny-looking rat. I'll make you a deal. You help me put a bow on Baby Blue for our friends upstairs? I'll cut you a brand new puncher, top of the line, all the fixins'.
Oh,
Think on it. But I promise, it's the last offer you're gonna get.
so he looks like he's our weapons dealer or our modifications dealer. I mean, he's heavily decked out in them himself, so not surprised. She's yet to stock up on another replacement, it seems.
I can't believe you're dead, and I'm still mopping up your messes.
Jeez, lady. You crazy.
Aw, in her old
Dead
spot.
people.
You here to finish me off?
Haven't I done you enough favors?
Silco's injector.
Same time every day. Big baby couldn't do it himself.
Couldn't do much himself. About now, he'd have me all over the lanes, running his collections,
Building his weapons,
making his deals.
exploding his enemies.
He dips out, the whole world flips over. All his plans, everything we built. The hell we supposed to do now?
Watch it all burn.
Oh, oh!
Viktor. Viktor.
That was the voice of the assistant that had that crush on him, wasn't it? That got disintegrated by this thing. Wonder if she's still like in there somewhere. Oh. 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 Whoa. Look at his body.
Jayce? Viktor? What am I?
Oh, you hear his voice?
You're alive. Oh, you must be cold. No, I don't think so. I sense a charge, a potential, a recursive impulse. Unpleasant, but cold isn't its name.
Huh. He recognizes that there's a sensation, but he doesn't necessarily feel it like he used to.
I was supposed to die. You promised to destroy the Hex Core.
No. Don't you see? Heimerdinger was wrong. It's not as bad as...
It killed Sky, Jayce. She had such dreams,
No.
as did we once. I must say goodbye to this place now. To you.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Viktor, you're my partner.
Our paths diverged long ago. It was affection that held us together.
You think it's so easy to turn your back
Wow.
while your whole city looks to you for salvation? To cling to principles while your best friend bleeds out in your arms? I never asked for this. Where are you going?
Goodbye, Jayce.
Damn. That sucks. I get it though.
We finally get rid of Silco, just so a new one can take his place.
No. One of those little cannons. I'm sorry. What was that? Is it corroding? Oh no.
Man, every time it seems like we might catch a break.
Now, it's not lost yet. If there is a means of preservation, by golly, we'll find it. I have seen something of this nature before.
Oh. We sneaking into his lab. Gotta keep your mask on. Can't let anybody know who you are.
The brambleback has left the jungle.
Oh my god.
Realize code phrases don't work when you make them up on the spot.
Fair. Very true. Oh! Hey, okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's Jayce.
Professor,
Yes, of course. What the devil's gotten into you?
why are you breaking into my lab?
Oh, okay. Anyway, this pretty much confirms that Jinx has not assembled the bottom yet. We are not working in the past, as it seems, so that attack was not her doing, but she's going to get blamed for it.
You drink tea, Ekko? You're right.
Fair reaction.
The corruption we saw on the plants we tested with the hex core, but where did you say you found this?
Huh.
Underground.
What? How did that corruption get down there?
How could it be there and here?
Wow. What a home to return to, right? Hey, it's the guy that sold us out. His walking stick, his staff has like a weird after trail to it. Oh, what the hell? It's calling him now. To what and to where? Lovely. Our little Kim friends, I presume. Oh no, or whatever this creature is that attacked that other squad. Oh, there are many eyes. Oh, it's them. It's the Strike Force. It's Cade and Vi. Wow. What a twisteroonie that is. They're the ones that took out that unit. So yeah, the fact that this is that was a rogue assault by that forlorn mother using the tech that was left them, the tech that was guarding her factory and all that, that was where her son was lost. It was all a personal vendetta at Jayce that is going to blow up and exacerbate this further. Damn, that sucks. It doesn't undo, like, obviously the attack that she did, but, just more complications. Ooh, that wasn't actually her, but she thought it was. This is like, it has like a Resident Evil vibe to it for me right now.
It's all clear.
Oh! Oh, yeah, she's... letting her emotions get to her. Understandably at this point, man. Oh no. Oh. Wow. She's just trapped between the Undercity being after her as well as Topside. At least until she assembles all these chaotic, self-driven folk behind her banner, which I presume will happen.
I want you alive, but don't think I won't steer out those peepers. Draw back at you long-range types. Me? I'm the kind of guy who likes to get in close. Never thought I'd catch you blubbering. Wonder if Silco even saw that.
Twice. When he met me and when I killed him.
You?
It's always me. Whether I'm pulling the pin or not, everyone who gets close to me dies. Wanna know the real kicker? You're the kind of guy who likes to get in close.
God, she fucking rattled him. Understandable. Yo, all right. They're making their play. Oh, wait. Oh, it was a gift for her. New arm? Yo! Whoa! Oh, it's like her little traps. It's got some chompers and a flamethrower. Uh-oh. This is awesome. This poor kid is just constantly witnessing all this shit. I never thought I'd see the day these two working together like this. Yo. Aw. Oh, Go-Go Gadget leg. Oh my God. What a chaotic arm. You have no idea what it's gonna do next.
There's a deal to be struck here. You forget, Smeech? You already made your last offer.
That he did. You're done. Oh! Oh my God, this thing does so much. God, this guy's putting up such a fight.
Who's a funny looking rat now?
Oh no. Oh no. Ah, what's the smile mean? Aww, we don't get to see. Oh my God. Maybe we don't want to see.
Fancy meeting you here.
Moron never could keep his damn mouth shut.
Yeah,
You could have just
oh
said you
my
needed it.
God.
Haven't I done you enough favors? I didn't ask you for this.
It was something I could fix.
You got that look in your eye again. What are you planning?
To finish
Something
what's left
I
of
can
my
fix.
family.
Wow, this is where all the
Careful not to scrape up the gear. Won't sell as well.
What if it's something in the shimmer that is calling out to him? All these people that have lost themselves to the addiction, to the corruption?
Needs we can't ignore.
Or is it just something down here where they just happen to be?
So much senseless pain.
He's got a whole-on aura around his entire body. It's not just his staff. Ooh. Oh, that took it out of him. Oh, wow. He cured them. I mean, they are his people after all. He's Hex Tech Jesus.
You need not suffer anymore.
Wow, where is this going to go? He always wanted to use Hex Tech to lift his people up, to help. Wow. That is wild. Huh. Are we checking in on Singed again? Yep. Yes, we are. Wait, is that like wolves, like from the jungle? It looks like the multi-headed wolf. Oh, goodness. Fuck, dude. They are really piecemealing that one out for us. Damn, man. Let's go. This is so good. This is so good. We are back. But man, I feel bad. I played right into it just like they all did as well. Obviously, again, Jinx has committed her crimes. She did fire that rocket, but she's not actually the one that had anything to do with that attack up top. But that's who it's being pinned on. She did kill Caitlyn's mom. She did kill the council members and all that. You know, so Caitlyn's vindictiveness or vendetta still stands. But like, it seems like they well, I mean, that is what they said, right? Was that, hey, it's gone beyond just being just one person going rogue, right? But everybody else is definitely making her the poster child of this thing. But she's just been wandering since then. She's just lost. That was her shot. She fired it. She lashed out. She's still reeling from the loss of Silco, of this fallout with Vi and everything like that. And she's just kind of listless at this point. She's just kind of floating through the Undercity right now, trying to figure out what she can fix. That was her whole thing, was like tinkering, building things and stuff like that. But then there was the whole aspect of everything she tried to fix always kind of fell apart, you know. And I think maybe part of that could be represented by her not accepting certain aspects of herself for the longest time. And because we haven't seen her like break down, you know, she hasn't had like a schism. She hasn't had an episode like we would see before where she was just fighting this constant chaos and duality of self, you know, where she was getting these flickers, this PTSD and stuff like that. She had that moment where she got kind of close there when she was yelling in the street after Vi and the crew broke in and started hunting her. As we found out, the person that jumped that other gang earlier in the episode, where it looked like this specter, this creature or something like that, that came in and took out this entire group of people, it turned out to be them. You know, that's the vision they saw because of the gas and their gas masks. Because at first, like when this episode kicked off, I thought we were going to, because I was still under the presumption that, you know, she had already taken Silco's spot and has been rallying these people to make out these strikes. That hasn't happened yet. So I thought when we started this episode, we were kind of dialing back and we were going to see how it led to that, how she established this dominance, how she got these people to rally together and initiate that strike. But no, that was purely done as an act by that mother who was on that council with Silco, who lost her son in Jayce's raid, coming back to get vengeance for what happened. You know, those were the same soldiers. It makes sense because those are the same soldiers that were working at that factory, the same security guards that were there as well with the same technology and all of that, that came in and just was attacking everybody. It's another one of these situations where things keep escalating and all of that, but it maybe isn't as big as everybody is making it out to be. But now things have been pushed. Now these boundaries have been kicked over, and they're going to respond in kind, where it was made out to be like this coordinated strike from the Undercity. It's not Jinx this time, but it's another individual acting out. An individual with power, an individual with pull and sway and means, but an individual nonetheless that is going to yet again draw their attention, draw their ire, and make things potentially worse. Again, though, like they said, they probably had help from somebody up top, and that could have very well been orchestrated by Medarda's mother. A lot of interesting ways to read into this episode in particular, and I like, especially after Silco's demise, Jinx kind of listing around and trying to figure out how she can fix things, what can she do with what she has at the moment. Even going so far as her nemesis of sorts down here with Sevika. She's just like, hey, no vitriol, no nothing. Just kind of came down, said her piece, and even made her a new arm. Those two uniting like this, in this manner, was not going to be on my bingo card at all. I found that really fascinating, because everybody else is just vying for power. Everybody else is just pushing and pulling and trying to clamor for Silco's seat. And at this point, it's just these three families that are left that are trying to do that. It is not as coordinated as we were led to think in that last episode, in that opening episode. And that might be part of the plan to, again, exacerbate this war for someone's benefit. Either way, I'm curious to see how that's going to unravel, as, even Jinx protected this little girl, kind of someone that, like her, was a street rat who was just lost and potentially, more than likely, even orphaned as a result of everything that's gone on in this world, who just keeps showing up at every one of her little things. And I wonder if she's going to have kind of like a little protege, a Robin of her own of sorts. And then whatever is going on with this Hextech sphere, its reach, its corruption, has somehow infected the tree in Ekko's refuge. I'm not sure how that would have happened unless something that is in the Hextech core is resonating with whatever is in the shimmer that is just plaguing the Undercity and the various other chems and stuff like that. Something that was used there, some connective tissue that they both share, or there's something we're not seeing. Because there's also that unseen element that drew Viktor down here. And at that moment, as he woke up and then had that face-to-face with Jayce, as Jayce is just like happy to see his friend, Viktor is just a wholly different person at this point. Quite literally. He's been reborn. He sees the world completely different. He feels the world completely different. He's like, hey, you must be cold. Let me get you some clothes or something. He's like, I don't feel cold. I feel like, he's talking about the neurons, like the effect that, the sensation of cold, like the scientific description of what that sensation is, like the breakdown of it, the impulses that the skin feels and sends to our brain. And he's just like, but I don't know if I would call it cold. He's feeling the world in a very different way. And then he's almost kind of disconnected from who he was and everything, except for the part that he was like, hey, you were supposed to let me die. You were supposed to destroy that hex core. And Jayce just couldn't let him go and fuse those two. And, he, after that incident with Skye and her dying to this thing as he was experimenting on it, he's just reeling with that. And now her echoes, her voice is in his mind and even drawing him and leading him. And I don't know if that is her or this thing using her to guide him to spread itself further, or if there's something else to it, something that is kind of deeply rooted in his entire mission statement, because the entire reason he pursued this, maybe it's finally given him power to do the things that he's been wanting to do all of this time, which was empower and heal and help and lift up the people from his home, from the Undercity, where he's from. That was what he was wanting to do with Hextech. He was on a ticking clock for the longest time, and that's why he was so adamant about progress and pushing and pushing and pushing, so that he could hand those abilities, those means, to the people that didn't have any of that, like him growing up. Now, he's got this power in him that he can now spread. Like, we've seen the sick, the corrupted, those that have fallen prey and gone into withdrawals, where they're just constantly afflicted, deformed, malnourished, and taken by this addiction that Silco kind of utilized to fuel his empire as he's flooded the streets with shimmer. And we saw what that did to people. You know, these camps of people who have given away and lost everything in pursuit of that high, of that power, of that feeling. And then when they lost access to it, this is just kind of what has happened to them. They've just been abandoned here. And this calling has led him here like a shepherd. I can't be the only one seeing like the religious imagery there as he's kind of walking staff in hand back to his people. You can call him Jesus, you can call him Moses, whatever. And then he goes back and heals them. That's the parts where I'm just like, okay, it feels very like, you know, Christ-like in the metaphorical nature there as he's coming back to his people and extends a hand. He even, in a way, died and resurrected as a wholly different entity here. But he went down here and, you know, reached out and took that corruption away from the people that were there trying to mug him, because I mean, that's kind of what they've been left to do. That's the only thing they have. It's just like when Vi went down there, Caitlyn went down there trying to help Vi. The guy helped her for a moment, but then the moment he realized, you know, the opportunity there, sold them out so that he could get another hit. But again, you know, he went down there, they were going to try to, you know, mug him, take his stuff, sell it off, and he just reached out, healed him. We see this element, this like hybridization of the Hextech core even spawn on the broken parts of them, like where he had that bulbous throbbing mass on his head is just now sleek, and this web, this weave of this core on his skin, much like with what encompasses a lot of Viktor's body now at this point. He got his complexion back. He's been restored almost, you know, like Viktor is able to walk again. This guy has been reborn anew. And then everybody else fell around and gathered around him. So it's Viktor's on this really interesting journey that I'm just so fascinated by, because I wasn't sure where that was going to go for him. And I still really don't know where that's going to go from this point forward. So there's a lot of different things, because, you know, that led him down there. So it just makes me wonder if there's something in the Shimmer that is connected to the Hex core. Maybe they operate on the same frequency. Maybe there's something arcane about the Shimmer itself, something that they were able to tap into and it drew him down there. Or it's just Viktor himself being drawn to his home in a place to heal, but he was also being led to by this thing calling out to him to this spot. So is there something at this spot? Because we also know something down there that also is connected to the core is infecting the tree. Hey! I don't know, man. Something's going on, and I love that it's got some kind of connective tissue to Viktor and what's going on with him. Just wonder where that's going to go, man. Heimerdinger and Ekko are investigating that with Jayce. They'll probably be the ones to piece that puzzle together. Singed, again, every episode, we just keep cutting back at the end to see what he's up to. You know, he took those wolves in, you know, dissected them, took apart their eyes, their fangs, their heart, and is using his Chemtech to just kind of keep that heart alive. I'm waiting for that to come to a head, man. Anyway, fantastic episode. I mean, that's par for the course right now, man. And there's not been a bad episode of this show to begin with, but we're getting some really interesting seeds. I'm just curious what we're going to be left with until we get into the next set of episodes. In the meantime, I'm going to pass it off to you. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, York Scott, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Watchtower. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.